Welcome guys to MJ Vlogs, and as the map tells you, it's another video for the presidential elections polling of the 2024 election, which is a very dicey match between Harris versus Trump. Obviously the odds are with the Trump and Vance corner, but Republican Party. But this video will be based on what Harris can do the best of her ability to win the presidency. And this is the best case scenario for Harris and her VP of the Democratic Party. So we'll just start quickly filling the safe states for each of the candidate. Obviously, we start with Trump and Vance: Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, Utah, Nebraska, all parts of Nebraska except the second congressional district, Kansas, Oklahoma, not Texas, sorry. Then Arkansas, Louisiana, Missouri, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, West Virginia, Ohio, Iowa, South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, and not even Florida, yeah, not even Florida, and Alaska. So these are the safe states for Trump would be making him stand at 148 electoral votes. Meanwhile, we count the safes for Harris. It's Washington, Oregon, California, Hawaii. Then we have Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Vermont, all parts of Maine except the second congressional district. Okay, the safe in Maine would only be the first congressional district, not the Maine as a whole. Then we have Illinois, and then we have Maryland, Delaware, and District of Columbia. Yeah, that would be all for Harris's safes. So safe for the both sides have been completed. You can see Trump's at 148. Meanwhile, Harris is at 139. Now we come to the likely of both of the parties. So Trump and Vance would likely have Texas with them, Florida, North Carolina, and the second congressional district of Nebraska and the second congressional district of Maine as well. These are the likely states with 88 electoral votes, crucial 88 electoral votes, which will be in favor of Trump and Vance with a good margin. Then we come to now we come to the likely Democratic corner. So likely Democrats are the ones which are the crucial swing states. So say we'll start with Minnesota. Minnesota, you can see the polling averages. It's up for Harris by 6.3. 6.3 is a lot. 6.3 is literally a lot for such a state which was about to flip red but is now coming back to Harris with a good margin. So likely Democrat would be Minnesota. Then you look at New Jersey. New Jersey also showed some signs of a little red wave, but yeah. Okay, there's no poll here. You can see here we have any poll and in New Jersey. I think we don't have any poll in both of the apps for New Jersey, and New Jersey would be likely Republican as well. So likely Democrat as well. Democratic hold would come down a little bit in the states where they had a good hold, and yeah, so it would come down a little bit. New York also. New York would be a likely Democrat. Yeah, we've been seeing a little change in the New York politics, and yeah, so New York will also be the likely Democrat. You can see likely Democrats stand having a crucial 52 electoral votes. Now we okay, Colorado also will join this list, likely Democrat, and we come on to the leans of both the parties. Leans of both the party would be Trump and Vance. It would be Arizona. It would be Georgia. You can see Georgia. For Georgia, we have Trump leading by 3.8, and here Trump is leading any polls. I don't think we have any polls. Okay. Okay, New Hampshire, we have a poll. Well, it's Harris up by 6%. So that would be, and yeah, New Hampshire, I think in the previous poll, I did mention that New Hampshire is going to flip, but as this is the best case scenario for Harris, she would likely retain uh, North Hampshire with a very lean margin. So then, Maine as a whole would also be a lean Democrat state. New Mexico would be the same, and it comes down to Virginia. In Virginia, we've been seeing a change in the last video. I mentioned it that it will go in the favor of Trump, but this is the best case scenario for Harris. Harris is up by 2.3% in Virginia, average of 3 polls you can see. Here we have any poll? No, I don't think so. Yeah, so Harris up by 2.3 and would likely retain the state by lean margins. So Virginia in the lean Democratic corner. Now, it all comes down to these four states with 50 electoral votes, which will be deciding if the best case scenario for Harris can still result in Trump being the president, or she can steal the presidency by how many votes? Let's see. First, we're going to go in the descending order of the level of criticalness. Yeah, okay, that doesn't make sense. Comes down to Pennsylvania. Okay, let's not do Pennsylvania first. Let's do Michigan. Okay, so Michigan, in the recent video, I said that it will flip in the red corner, but in Michigan, Harris is a much better candidate than Biden was, and she's doing good in Michigan. So, by very leanest of the lean margins, Michigan would be a tilt blue. Then coming to Wisconsin, Wisconsin also, I think let's get a look at the polls for Michigan. Michigan here 1% up for Trump. Michigan 1% up for Harris. This is the latest poll showed 1% up for Harris, and yeah, Michigan we have it all. Yeah, Michigan Trump was candidates a tie. So it's likely a tie in Michigan, or it's a very tilt blue, maybe not in the real reality, but as this is the best case scenario for Harris, she would carry the state by the leanest of the lean margins. It would be like maybe 0.5 or 0.3 points. Maybe she can carry with the state with. Then we come to Wisconsin. Wisconsin is it's shifting. You can see Trump is up by 0.6%. So that is very dicey to consider. Will be will Wisconsin be red or will Wisconsin be blue? So I guess you can see Trump and Harris are on a tie in Wisconsin in this poll. You can see here also if we have any poll for Wisconsin. Wisconsin. Yeah. You can see again it's a tie. Trump 46, Harris 46. So, as this is the best case scenario, I repeat again, it will be a very, but the leanest margins would be a tilt Democrat. Now it comes to these states. With 25 crucial votes, Trump is just 7 votes away from victory. Now, Pennsylvania. If if Harris carries Shapiro as her vice president. See, you can see Trump is up by 2.2 because, yeah, obviously she's not declared she's not getting her vice president yet. If Shapiro is the vice president in the running mate for Harris, this state could possibly be a tilt Democrat again, or else, by the odds, it's a clear tilt Republican for now. But as this is the best case scenario, it will be a tilt Democrat. Now come to Nevada. The state has currently been the kingmaker of this video, and the state will be deciding who is the winner. Harris has already tied up the race. If Trump even wins it, yeah, it will be 269 to 260. which is a likely thing. But looking at the polls, we also see, I think, looking at the polls would also say that Nevada would be a 6% up for Trump because these 10 is undecided. No, so it can flip anyway. In Nevada, we have any poll in Nevada for um, Nevada. Okay, I don't think we have polls in Nevada. So, if yeah, Hillary Clinton also carried the state, and I have also feeling also that Harris may carry the state. Again, with a tilt margin, she would carry the state. And this is the best case scenario. The best case scenario where Harris could perform. She'll win the presidency by 275 electoral votes to Trump and Vance's 263. But this is just an imagination for the best case scenario. I repeat, the best case scenario possible for Harris. This might not be the final result, and yeah, I think the final result is going in favor of the Republicans. You can see the national averages also. The national average is clearly with Trump by 1.8 or 2 points. So I think this would be, and you can see it's, if we want a solid map, we have a solid map also. Let's just remove the extra tilt colors, something of this site. Okay, never mind. So this is the map.